Yo guys, what's going on? Tenebris here, and I am back from Florida. It's been around 3 weeks since I've uploaded a video, of course. Going back with those daily uploads, right into it. Let's go. So, I said a little bit in my vlog in Jamaica that I was kind of displeased with some of the information that some of these people have been spreading around the community, including very influential people. And I think Dreamer already made a video on this, but I'm gonna go much more in depth than he has. Especially in terms of the actual mechanics of how he's wrong here. Latenci made a video, and everyone's making these videos now. Okay, how to get better aim. Apexi made one. I think Latenci's made one. Painful made one. You know, how to get better aim in PvP. Okay, so in my opinion, I think it's really easy to aim in this game, but the game itself is. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I think it's relatively aim based. Okay. It's not all click speed. It's a lot of aim and movement too, and those kind of go hand in hand. So I was watching this video. I just wanted to see what he had to say. I wasn't like interested on how to actually get better aim in the game. I don't really play much PvP anymore, but right around here, just listen to this. And by the way, this video is completely Latenci's work. I do not take credit for it. Do not copyright strike me. This is Latenci's video, and I am critiquing it. Thank you. Okay, let's go.
It doesn't matter where you aim. You can aim from their head to their legs or the chest plate. It really doesn't matter. So there used to be a myth saying if you aim at the head, you know, you'd get better hits, but
this is completely wrong. He's completely wrong on this, okay? And that's because the reach distance, the vector that comes out of your body, is calculated from the head. It's actually eye height, which if you guys want to see in game is right around here. So yeah, the head. So he's completely incorrect in asserting that it doesn't matter where you're aiming. And I mean, this is only true on flat ground. And in a later video, I'm going to go into the differences in terrain PvP and how that changes your reach in a later video. But this is in flat ground because he's playing on Mine HQ, and I'm just going to assume it's on flat ground. So he
really doesn't matter. So there used to be a myth saying
there used to be a myth. Okay, so who are you referring to here? Let's just think about this for 1 second. Who in the community has actually said something along the lines of you get better reach when you aim for the head? I'm the only one. He's low-key referencing me right here. I swear to God. No one else says this except for me and like a few developers, but he's probably not smart enough to talk to a developer, to be honest. Or even like be friends with one. Anyways,
if you aim at the head, you know, you'd get better hits, but it really does not matter. I mean, if you want to look like you're hacking, you could aim for that.
It has nothing to do with if you want to hack or look. It has nothing to do with if you want to look like you're hacking. It all has to do with angles. Okay. Hey guys, so now that I've showed you what he's saying, I'm not going to demonstrate exactly why he's completely wrong about this. So I have the reach circles mod on at the moment. And as you can see, I showed this in a previous video. This is basically the distance I can hit him. If I'm inside, I can hit him. If I'm outside, I can't. Now, what this does not show is that this is actually a sphere as well. It's not just a circle. So in 3 dimensions, there's also a vertical height to it. So a sphere has a volume, a circle has an area. And you can see right here, if I go up a block, I have to go significantly farther into the circle. It's like right here. If I drop down, so if I just break the block down, right, like this, I couldn't hit him there. But if I break down 2 blocks, I can now hit him. So because it's a circle and not a cylinder, I'm actually able to, I need blocks, I'm actually able to, I get less reach the farther up I am. Now, you can see right here, I can still hit him because I was able to get inside of the reach circle because I'm on the edge of the block. But if you're 2 blocks up or something, or like if you're a block up at least, you have like less reach because it's a circle. Alright, so now that you've understood that the reach that you can get on an entity is spherical, and the hitbox of the player that you're attacking is a rectangular prism, which is basically a cube extended. If the reach is calculated from the head, there's a certain radius coming out of the circle where the reach is the angle of the line. Okay, so in trigonometry, there's like an angle to side conversion. You can do it with trigonometric functions like sine, cosine, tangent, stuff like that. Like simple stuff like that, and there's more advanced stuff, but I'm not going to get into that. Basically, there's like a certain ratio between the angles and the sides. But there's a radius coming out of the player not like physically, just like not like a physical radius. Okay, so don't quote me on this. Somebody like, oh, you're saying a physical no, I'm not saying a physical radius. I'm saying imagine the range as a sphere, and a radius comes out of the sphere. There's a radius that's coming out of the sphere that when the reach is calculated from my head height on my alt, it's exactly, there's a line that goes from my aim point, exactly 180 degrees to the center of the circle via a radius. And why, you might say, why is that important? Because if it's 180 degrees, it's a straight line. So a triangle is also 180 degrees. So as soon as you try to add an angle to it, what happens is there has to be a side to angle conversion. So what happens is as soon as you try to look down a little bit, another one of the distances has to be shortened. And when you look down a little bit, the distance that actually has to be shortened is your distance to the player. So now that I've showed you this in-game, I'm going to kind of try to demonstrate it with like shapes in paint.net. I guess that's like the best way I can show you guys. But hopefully you guys understand it in-game. So if you don't like complicated math, just click off the video right now. But that's basically how it works. Okay? All right, so this is what I'm talking about with radii. So this is the vertical slice of a sphere. You have an infinite amount of radii that come out of the center of the circle. I can't get it right because paint.net is fucking retarded. Basically, they come out of the center. Okay, so I'm gonna just draw a little center right here. What am I gonna use for this? A pencil. Okay, fuck this. I don't know how to do this. Basically, imagine this little blob is like the center of the circle, and these are the radii coming out of the circle. These are all three. Of course, the circle's not perfect, of course, but they're all the same, and you can have an infinite number of radii along that vertical circle. So I'm going to only add one just for the reference point, I guess you could say. And here we go. So this is your radius right here. I don't know. Hopefully people understand this, like what I'm trying to say. But I did get this one comment a while ago. It was so in depth. Like some guy actually like really went into it, and I love the comments like that where they just write paragraph, not like the paragraphs of hate that I sometimes get, but like these paragraphs they just talk about like what I'm talking about in the video, and they like criticize it / like update it, or it's all positive constructive criticism, and I like it. All right, so here's your radius right here out of the kind of wheel looking thing. It's not a wheel, of course. It's just a vertical slice. So you're going to ask, well, Tenebris, can't the reach be the same on every part of the body if you're on flat ground? And the answer is no, it cannot, because we have something called a tangent. And if you see right here, I'm going to go into orange. Right here in the middle of the circle is the tangent. Now, if you move the hitbox up, there's only going to be one spot. This is maximum reach distance, by the way, that I'm showing right here. This is only going to be one spot where the hitbox, which is a straight line, will tangent with the circle. You learned this in math class. A line is tangent with the circle when it hits the edge of the circle only once. There's an infinite, something like an infinitely small piece of the circle is being touched if it's a true tangent. I don't know how that works, but that's essentially what's going on with that little function. That's a good. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is much better. This is the eye height. Kind of, I guess you could say. This is the eye height, and this is the direct path from the eye height to the eye height. And once again, you can't reach because there's only one place where the line of your hitbox is tangent to the reach circle. All right, now we're going to talk about how much reach you actually get comparatively from the head to the feet. So I'm going to use angles in Minecraft, which I closed the game, unfortunately, so I have to restart it. Probably going to cut the recording anyways, but yeah, so I'm going to show you guys in Minecraft, or just calculate it. Now, this is how you would go about doing that. So you would create a triangle to the line down to the hitbox down here. And now, okay, I have to use a blue line. Okay, so blue line's going down here. And as you can see right here, we can make a right triangle with the lines. And that's pretty nifty right there, isn't it? It is very nifty indeed, folks. It is very nifty indeed. We're going to use a green little, two little lines to mark that it is a right triangle. And now you can see exactly why the reach is less when you look down on flat ground. Okay, so what do we know here? We know that side A is equal to 3, and we also know that angle C is equal to 90. We also know that angle B is equal to the angle at which we look down in game. All right, because players keep moving, I guess we're going into the Skywars lobby. Hopefully someone doesn't move so I can get calculations really quick. Okay, we're gonna line it up. Okay, so this is exactly 0, 0, not negative 0, 0, 0, 0. It's like right in between those. Right there, right there. This is max. Okay, and we're gonna get middle of the chest, which is let's use 10 for the chest plate. So that angle down is 10. Angle down is 10. The legs angle is 20. Is that too far? That's too far. Legs are like 15. Legs are 15 degrees. Or bottom of the chest plate is 15. And boots are like 25. 25, 26, 25. So chest is 10. Legs are 15. Let's do 20. Let's do 20 because that's pretty much where they were. Legs are 20 and boots are 25. So that's pretty much the angle you have to look down. And now I'm going to go back to paint.net and also open calculator and do all these calculations and stuff. Be right back. All right, let's just use boots here because it's easy to show you guys really quick. So you take the sine of the boots, 55 degrees, and you take this value and you get into this. So it's like 0.8118 equals 3 over C or whatever. Basically, you multiply this by 3 because of 3 blocks, and there's your value. So I actually calculated it down here. I'm going to zoom it in for most of you guys to see. Basically, this is the max reach on flat ground you can get. Now on heighted ground, and even when you hit someone in the air, it's different. This is actually the basis of how combos work in the game. What I'm just showing you guys right now. I'm going to get into that in a later video. But this is actually exactly your reach, your possible, or how close you have to be to the opponent for you to hit them. Your reach is still 3, but you have to be closer to hit your opponent when you're on your chest, legs, or boots. And those are the values right there. Write them down. By the way, these are also estimates. They're not 100%. Go write them down. Go spread them around, something like that. But those are your values. And that's pretty much it. And hopefully we'll have a stab series out tomorrow. And I'll be back with daily upload grind. Peace out, guys. See you later.